All right, so hopefully you guys had a chance to watch this Ojama deck in action. I did 2 in real time duels, not just 2 matches where you don't see if they were back to back, and I actually had the streak of winning or losing, or winning and losing, because I don't want to post a video where all I'm doing is winning, and you know, because what if I did 10 duels with this deck and lost 8 out of 10? No, this was two duels just back to back. I think I'm gold tier 2 on there. Feel free to check that out. The link is down below. But this is the Ojama deck. It was called Ojama Trick because I was bricking with it a lot, and what I did is added, believe it or not, I added Exodia to this deck, and it helped me unbrick. But I went ahead and removed Exodia for the video, and it's still very effective. But for some reason, I have this theory about every time you try to summon Exodia. I've summoned Exodia a few times. Every time you try to summon Exodia, he's always within the last 5 cards of your deck. I think it's so dumb. I don't think it's RNG. I think it's by design. I think there's this algorithm or something in their shufflers, and they purposefully make it that way, because there's no way I've summoned Exodia, I don't know, 15, 20 times, and every single time he's been within the last 5 cards of my deck. I think it's shenanigans. I think it's ridiculous. Anyway, that's a whole another topic, but I have my ideas about that. But anyway, so this is it. So I have 3 Ojama greens, 3 Ojama yellows, 3 Ojama blacks. The reason I have these is for Ojama Magic. This card lets you, if this card leaves the field or your hand to the graveyard, you can add one of each of these to your hand. If you guys want to know how that works, I have a video. I have the link down below. You can watch that and you can see these things in action, because it's one of the biggest combos. This deck has so many different combos you can do to help you get out of so many situations. The other one just kind of went through some, but I'm going to post a video where I actually show you all the different combos this deck can do. So out of the Ojamas, you have 3 of green, yellow, black, 3 of red, 3 of blue, which is the biggest one you're going to have in your deck. There's so many ways to bring him out. And 2 pinks. I did have 3 at one point. I don't know. I think I just by accident got him out. I have 3 Armed Dragon level 3s. The reason I don't do the Armed Dragon build is because I was bricking way too much. I had Armed Dragon level 10, Armed Dragon level 7, 3 Armed Dragon level 5s, and I just kept bricking it. It kept getting annoying. I was tired of bricking, and to be honest, they're unnecessary. Unless you want to go that route, they're unnecessary. Then you have the White Dragon Head, X Head Cannon, B Buster Drake, A Assault Core, Z Metal Tank, C Crush Wyvern, and the reason you have these is for these guys, these beefy guys. This is the boss monster, which we'll go over in a second, but you got it for XYZ Dragon Cannon, ABC Dragon. Those go well with one of the combos, but this is the big boss monster. So the boss monsters in this deck, I guess I'll show you that after the fact, but we have 1 POW Armed Dragon. The reason I have this is because it's still an Armed Dragon, so we can still get him out with the card. We can special summon him. I usually do not use him for his attack or for the fact that he's just a monster. He's usually just link. He's link fodder is what he is. And he's also there to allow me to draw a card. And he's free in my hand. So that's the reason he's in the deck. And that's the reason I kept him, because I can actually, unlike the other guys, I have to do a lot more to special summon. I can special summon him pretty much free and draw a card. I have 1 Ojama Delta Hurricane. A lot of people question why this card's in my deck. Trust me, I've used it so many times. It's amazing. It's so easy to use. It's so easy to get out. And I love it. And people go crazy when I use it because it's a classic. Foolish Burial. This card is too good. You need this card. This card is, in case you go first, this card can save you. Even if you go second, this card can save you in case you cannot. In case you don't pull it off, you don't pull off your first turn win. This card is going to save you. Ojama Simulation. This card is amazing. Reveal 1 Light Machine Fusion monster, which usually is one of these 2. And you're able to, as long as you're able to banish Ojamas from your graveyard, hand, or field, to be able to get the materials you need to summon these. Again, look at the video that the link is down below, and you'll be able to see how that's used. But it is amazing. This is how you get these cards out. You literally can get all these cards out in 1 turn. You can get all these Ojamas. You can get all these Ojama Blues. You can get out these fusion monsters. You can get out your dragon. You can get out your link materials. You can do all of that in 1 single turn, and still kind of manage it to be safe and add some protection against cards that can stop all of that. Ojama Magic again, you're gonna need that. Dark Ruler no more. So this card, you have to have these cards going second, especially with these cards here. In case they have effect monsters on the field that can stop you. You just play Dark Ruler no more, and negates all the effects of all face-up monsters your opponent controls until the end of the turn. This card can't be negated with effect monsters, so they have to negate it with the trap or magic, which is great. Ojama Match, totally strong. So it lets you grab. You have to discard a an Ojama card, and then it allows you to pull an Ojama monster and an arm dragon from your hand, from your deck to your hand, and then you can normal summon. This is the best part, is you can normal summon one of them, so you're not special summoning them. So when you start off with this and people activate Maxi, they're not drawing anything off of this, and you're doing it at least 3 times, and they're not drawing anything. Now, once they do start to draw, you still want to be careful. But even with Maxi and they draw, let's say 5 cards, once you get this guy on the field, it's over. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, because you usually have 5 cards. You can even set up a combo. You usually have 6 cards. You can even set up a combo where you can secure 9 cards on your opponent's turn. But this card, again, if you want to see how it's used, look at the video. Now, Forbidden Droplet, this card is just too good. It's too good. If you've never heard of this card, you don't know what this card is, add it to your deck. This is a going first and going second card. It is amazing. It is amazing because you can negate the effects of specific monsters on the field that you choose by discarding cards from your hand. They can't respond to this card's activation if you discard either monster, spell, or trap. So depending on what you discard, they can't respond to it, which is great. And not just that, but if they have something like skill drain, keep this in mind. A lot of people don't know this. If they have something like skill drain, you can actually you can chain it. So see, this says sending a number of other cards from your hand and or field to the graveyard. So you can actually chain this with an effect, making this second in the chain or whatever in the chain, so that way it activates before what you activated. So you want to make it second in whatever you activated. It'll remove it. You actually remove it, and then the effect should go through, which is awesome. Something you might want to look at. This card is just too good. You gotta have it. Now, if a lot of people give you crap, I know sometimes people tell me, oh, you got Droplet, or you got Dark Ruler no more. Yeah, but what else do I have? I mean, when you really think about it, the base deck, nothing else is very impressive. So whatever. Now these 3 cards, guys, Ojama Duo. This card at first, when I first used it, I thought was a horrible card, and then I just did not realize how great of a card Ojama Duo is. Now hear me out. So it's a special summon 2 Ojama tokens, level 0 and level 2, 0 attack, 1000 defense to your opponent's field and defense positions. These tokens cannot be tributed for tribute summon, and each time one is destroyed, its controller takes 300 damage either player's turn. Except this turn, this card can be sent when it's sent to the graveyard. You can banish this card from your graveyard, special summon 2 Ojama monster with different names from your deck. So the reason this card is so great, and you can actually use it for 2 things, and I've used it for both, and it's saved my buns so many times. So the nice thing about this card is here is for Droplet. So for Droplet, you want to discard it, right? This is a great card to discard for Droplet. That way you're not using it on your opponent. That's the reason you have Foolish Burial Goods, is so that you can discard it. What is it called again? Foolish Burial Goods, so that you can discard it. Ojama Match will let you discard it. Ojama Pink will let you discard it. And so it's just great because, and it's not just that. If you don't have these, you might have an Ojama Match. And Ojama Pink will let you discard it. Ojama Match will let you discard it. Droplet will let you discard it. And I promise you're gonna find ways to discard it. It's just great. Worst case, you do play it on the field and you play. You just gotta be careful because they can link into these monsters. And even XYZ now, not very many have level 2 XYZs, but they can link into them. Which is very risky. But another way, and also not just that, but Ojama Pajama. Ojama Pajama is super good. It protects your armored dragons. It protects your light fusion monsters. And once per turn, you can grab an Ojama card from your deck and then discard a card. Which again, you can grab Ojama Magic. You can grab Ojama Duo from your deck and discard them. And then now you have free effects for the following turn or for the same turn for Ojama Magic. It also, if it gets destroyed, you can get all your banished Ojamas and summon them on the field. I've only done that very little times because usually I use my banished Ojamas to draw cards with the secondary effects of Oja Assimilation and Ojama Match. But overall, this card is great, not just because of that, but there are decks, and you know when you see these decks, right? When people need to do 5 million summons, let's say you go first and you happen to have 2 Ojama Duels, and not even when you go first, but let's just say you find an opportunity to do this, and you have 2 of these, and you set them. When your opponent comes and they play a monster, and you know, right? You know this because you read the card or you know what they're going to do, and they're going to start special summoning all this stuff. They activate a magic card that says special summon something from your deck. You can activate both of these Ojama Duels, and now you have frozen their entire monster zone, which is great. So you've frozen their entire monster zone, and now they can't do nothing. If they can't link, which you'll know if they'll be able to link, you kind of get an idea once that first monster comes out. And they're stuck, and I've won so many matches that way too, where people just can't play anything anymore, and they have to find a way to destroy these Ojamas, or on my next turn whenever I'm ready to beat them or kill them. So that's another one. Hopefully I can showcase that in a match, and you can see how that works. But it's amazing. Like I've beaten a Galaxy deck just by doing that, because on their I think I ended up going first and they went second, and they couldn't special summon to get all their stuff on the field, which was amazing. It was great. It was a really good feeling. So yeah, and then that's great. And like I said, so one of the nice things about this is if you happen to get 2 of these in your graveyard in one turn, even in one turn, right? So this is the extra deck here, which is great. So of course these are the 2 main cards for Ojama Assimilation to get this guy out, because he can negate. He's a boss monster. He's too good. We have 2 raccoons, and the reason we have 2 raccoons is because I've used him so many times. All I need is 2 level 2 beast type monsters, which all your Ojamas are. So Ojama Red will help you bring up to, if you read Ojama Red, when this card is normal summon, you can special summon up to 4 Ojama monsters from your hand or deck. I mean from your hand, sorry, not deck, in attack position. And so that'll help you XYZ into the raccoon. And then the raccoon will help you bring out a copy of whatever boss monster they might have, the highest attack, and then you can kind of wipe him out that way. He's also indestructible. You control another beast. This card cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects. So he's also got protection against a lot of stuff. Usually what I do when I bring him out, if I think they have a Mirror Force or a certain trap card that I'm scared of them activating that'll destroy him, as long as I have another beast, I usually attack with him so that I can go into Zeus. So another boss monster. So usually I have 2 ways of going into Zeus where I kind of feel protected. One of the biggest ones is the raccoon, because he is indestructible pretty much by card effects and battle, so I always attack with him. Yeah, and this deck, I take a lot of my own life points, which I'm fine with. I have 2 of them because I always find myself using him and then needing another one later. We have Sky Cavalry. I don't really use him much, but he has come in handy, I think, on 1 occasion. He's just there. Now, this one here, worst case scenario, I can't come up with any ideas. Ojama Red, like I said, it's easy to come into these cards as long as you can get an Ojama Duo, an Ojama Match, Ojama Pajama. As long as you do one of those, and Ojama Duo, like I said, you have other chances through through Burial Goods. As long as you get into one of these, you usually can pull off these combos. I'll bring it Ojama Red, I'll summon my beast monsters, and I'll bust out with my 4 level 2 monsters, which will banish every monster on the field. I've used this card a lot too. Joyous Milfy, whenever I summon too many monsters and I need more room to summon more monsters, I'll summon Joyous Milfy, get all the access cards, all the cards that I don't need off the field as far as my Ojamas go, and I'll stack them on her, and then I'll just get rid of them and put them back on the field when I need the space. Not just that though, she can attack life points directly by removing a material, and will also allow me to summon Zeus. This card has saved my like, there's times where I summon too many monsters and I don't have enough room to do a certain combo. She will help me clear the field of my Ojamas and then bring them back. The nice thing is she'll help me bring back Ojama Blues if I need them. She'll help me bring back Ojama Pink if I need them. She'll help me bring back the trio if I need them in case for some or whatever reason I haven't used Delta Hurricane and it's late game. Just so good, so good. It's a must-have. Link Spider, to be honest, I don't know why Link Spider's there. I don't use Link Spider anymore. I haven't used Link Spider in forever. I'll need to change them out. So you got one more room in your extra deck if you don't like this build. Masquerena is amazing because she will make one of my Link monsters indestructible. If it says once per turn, a Link monster that uses this card as material cannot be destroyed by your opponent's card effects. So as long as it's a card effect, it'll make one of my Link monsters indestructible. And she will link, she's linked 2, so she'll give me 2 materials. Nightmare Unicorn, enough said. If you don't know what it does, look it up, but Everyone, the reason I went with Nightmare Unicorn is because I can shuffle whatever card into the deck, and this will also let me discard a card, which will be my Ojama Duo, my Ojama Magic, or if I happen to just have cards that are filler at this point because I've already used, you know, let's say I've already ran into them, I can get rid of them with that. And then he will also allow me to link, and I can draw a card if I have him co-linked, which is nice too. Palooza. It's, oh, you know what? That's what it is. I think I have to have 2 Paloozas in this deck, and that's why Link Spider's in this one. Look at the video, guys. This card is a boss monster. Look at the video of how to use them. You need to add one to your deck. No excuses. Access code, same thing. If you don't know what access code does, look it up. The card is just too good. It can't be interrupted. It gains, I think it's 1,000 attack times the level of whatever link monster you do, or the link level. Forgot what the wording is. So it can become very strong. Usually I do it after I've summoned my link 5. And so it ends up being super powerful. And it can banish, as long as you send monsters of different attributes on the same turn from the graveyard. Link monsters, banish them from your graveyard. You can banish cards, or I believe it's destroy them from the field. Yeah, you can destroy cards on the field, which is amazing. And then, of course, one of my favorite cards, Underworld Goddess. If you want to see how that's displayed, look at the video. 4 effect monsters. Again, very easy to summon because of Ojama Red, because of Oja Match, because of Oja Simulation. Honestly, what I do is I do Oja Simulation. I bring out 3 of these monsters. Typically, I'm able to special summon this, bringing 4 monsters out, or I haven't even done my normal summon for the turn. I'll normal summon something. And then I'll summon, I literally have 5 monsters on the field, or 4 monsters on the field that I can link whatever I want with, and do whatever I want with. So like I said, look at the video, you can see it. I'm constantly linking these guys. It sounds like a lot of, like 4 effect monsters, that's a bunch. No. And then you can use one of your opponent's monsters as material. So I think I used one of my opponent's boss monsters as material. And that is the deck, guys. If you have any questions, leave any comments down below. Maybe as to why I didn't go with certain builds or another build. Leave a like on the video. We do have a $10 gift card giveaway. Check out this deck in action. The link is down below. I would really appreciate it. Check us out on Twitch. We stream 5 days a week. And again, this is one of many different decks. Like, for example, I have the Ojama Armed Dragon build with the Armed Dragons in there. The Ojama with the Armed Dragons plus the White Dragon. I just found this deck here to be stronger than these because it didn't brick as much. Thank you guys so much.